Back high altitude scale modeling. Today we're going to look at this Hasegawa 124 BMW 2002 Ti 1971 car. I don't often build Hasegawa kits because they don't come with engines, and I prefer engines, but I like the style of this car. And maybe I'll be able to find a resin engine. Not much going on the box. A few little things about the length and such. Historical car series number 23. This is supposed to be a new tool. Made in Japan. Let's see if I can find a date on the box. Kit number HC23. 2017 Hasegawa Corporation. Let's check it out. Body. Several different colored sprues all in one bag. Clear parts, wheels, instructions, and the body. Which is where we'll start. Since there's no engine, the body is what's going to make this kit. I am an American, as we all know, but I like the design of some foreign vehicles, but I am not by any means a BMW expert. But the body looks good to me. No real... I guess there is a mold line right here. And here, first I thought it was the center line of the trunk, but it's off center. So I'm not thinking it's the center line of the truck. So, see that mold line right there? Right down the roof. And it's more prominent in the back end. I can't layer it. You can see it. But good plastic, good curves. You've got the trademark inside of there you're going to have to sand out. But since you don't have to put the engine and stuff in, benders, everything's welded on nice. Looks like a BMW, good plastic. I think it's going to go together nicely. Next, let's open this one bag full of everything. Like I said, I don't build Hasegawa kits very often because car kits, I build a lot of plane kits. But I like building engines. I love detailing engines. So let's start with white sprue, because it was on the bottom. No burring, good detail. I like the spring detail. Although there's a little ejector pin mark right there and there. Frame parts look good. Transmission half. More good looking springs. They're going to be easy to detail. Wish the American companies could do springs like that for their cars. Revell, Monogram, AMT, MPC. You listening? Nice underpan work. Drive shaft. Bottom of the engine. They do give you, like I said, this half of the transmission, which you're going to glue in right there. So give it a little extra detail. Disc brakes with calipers on them. Nice touch. Here's the tie rod, which you're going to be careful cutting off those ejector pins. Both these springs have ejector pin marks on them too. You see those little round ejector pin marks on all the springs? And then the nice calipers on the brake rotors. Good frame suspension parts. Nice transmission detail. Chassis pan looks nice. See, if they do come out with a nice resin engine, you just cut this part out right along those lines and you can put the engine in. Of course, that is a frame rail. Alright. We got some colored plastic. Again, look very good. Actually feels like a better plastic than the white plastic. I wonder if they use different kind of plastic or if the coloring agent just makes the plastic seem a little harder. These are detail parts, steering wheel, frame parts, not frame parts but trim parts. The detail and quality you expect from Hasegawa. And this wasn't a cheap kit, this cost over $50. For a kit without an engine, that's pretty pricey. But again, it's Hasegawa quality. A few more trim parts for the bumpers. Nice, easy quality, good looking parts. Oh, we got a matching set of gray sprues, so we can just look at one. For the interior. So you got gray bucket seats with the seat back, and I'm guessing that's the headrest. Good looking seat detail, no flash. It's got texture in it. There's that nice texture in there. So those will paint up nice if you choose to paint them, which of course most of us will. And another gray sprue. Matching two gray sprues are the wheel hubs. Okay detail. Not sure if you'd paint them chrome or what, or some of us will just replace them, but I think I'll just use them because they look authentic. There's probably decals that go in the center. But you can see the lug nuts. Good basic detail. And see, this doesn't make sense to me because you got gray seats, but you got a white back seat and a white tub and another steering wheel, windshield wipers, parts for the dash itself. There's the instrument panels. I'm thinking this is going to include a racing version, that's why it had that other steering wheel. Because I think you could just not put the back seat in, put a roll cage in there, and you've got the racing tub. There's nothing on the interior panels, really. There's some lines, but not very much detail. The tub looks pretty basic. Pedals look okay. Shifter, I'm guessing those are turn signal levers. Center console. Protected that center console nice when they molded it. So, I don't really think there's enough detail inside the tub. And with as high as those windows sit, you are going to see inside there. So it may require some decent scratch building. There are some very faint panel lines in there. I can barely see them with the eyes, so I know the camera's not going to pick them up. I don't understand why they did gray front seats and white back seats, but who am I? It's probably for the racing version, like I said, which I haven't heard about, but obviously they're thinking of something. Very fine, delicate chrome parts. Chrome doesn't look too bad, except there's so many points where you're going to have to cut it off. It's going to leave a lot of white. Front end grille looks okay. Got all those inserts for it. Bumpers look okay. It's not the quality of Tamiya chrome, but it's better than AMT chrome. I don't know. Down the line, it's going to decide if I strip it and re-chrome it with alclad or something. Depends on how it looks after I take off all these pins. But nice shiny chrome. Good reflective qualities. Excuse me. That's the chrome. Now we got a bag here with clear parts and a few other things. Clear parts, the visors are built in. And it's just a clear tub. It's good, basic clear parts. Headlights are detailed like they should be. View the outside lights. It's good and clear. No complaints about that. Looks like we got some polycaps. I remembered the word this time. And wheels. I'm thinking they're rubber wheels. And they are. No center seam, which is very nice. No detail on the tire, which is kind of lame. Basic road wheels. Good detail. Good tread pattern. So, and then you've got some metal transfers in here for the mirrors, a couple of the logos. Another wonderful thing you get with Japanese car kits, Hiroshima, Tamiya, Hasegawa. Nice metal transfers for the mirrors. Polycaps. Windshield, which they didn't protect very well. They just shoved it in this bag with everything else. And decals. Here. Made in Japan, so obviously not cartograph. Nice instrument panel detail with wood grain. Logos. Another instrument, see, like I said, there's two different types of everything. There's separate ones here. There's the full panel. That's where there were 2 gauge clusters. I'm thinking these go in the wheels. Different types of license plates, some framing work. The trim around the windshield and the vent mirrors. Not very thick. Look good, cut really close. Decals be okay, I hope. I hope they're better than the generic Tamiya decals. And there we go. Information on the car itself in American and Japanese. Pause if you want to read it. Sprue map. Color callouts. No particular brand. Actually, there is a particular brand because it's right here. It just doesn't say. Mr. Hobby H. It does say here GSI Krios. Basic Hasegawa directions, fold out. So, here start with the dash, the instrument panel, decide which version, C1, C2. Inside the car. Parking brake, seats, dash. Still confused why they colored the front seats that way. Underbody of the car. You get an exhaust system. Telling you how to paint the springs and the suspension. That's 3, 4, and 5. 6 and 7 are the front suspension assembly. The rear end's assembly. Putting the seat tub into the chassis. 9 and 10, putting the clear parts in. It recommends a transparent rubber adhesive for the windows. I've never used a transparent rubber adhesive. Putting all the body parts on, painting up the visors. There's all the inserts going into the grille. And this is the scale size. I guess there's a decal you put there to open the rear window. Turn it over. Body attaching the chassis. More detailed chrome work around the body. Putting the final touches on the body. Bumpers, decals, license plates, windshield wipers, mirrors. More decals. And of course, if you're following the directions and you get to the painting stage, you have not decaled correctly because you're going to paint over the decals. The box art car is what they're showing, and it's in orange, which is a combination of Mr. Hobby A4 70% and A59 30%. I'll just go with zero paints or gravity paints or scale finishes and find the exact color I want for a 1971 BMW. There you go. We've taken a look at it. I think it's going to be a good kit, an easy kit. The main focus is going to be on the paint job of the body, which is alright, and the detailing of the body. Because there's not a lot of work you can really do. You wouldn't want to weather it too much unless you're building an old rust bucket. But for the kind of money this kit is, making it nice and shiny and putting it on the shelf will look good. I'm glad I bought it. It was expensive, like I said, over 50 American dollars. So it is pricey, but it is Hasegawa. The quality's there. And that's what we expect from Hasegawa. So, oops. There you go. BMW 2002 Tii 1971 new tool kit. I'm thinking for all you guys like building cars and building imports, this is going to be a great addition to your stash. Remember, don't be a kit collector, be a kit builder. Build a kit. Not only that, find someone young who you can bring in the hobby and build a kit with them. Expand the hobby and make it fun for everyone. Thanks for watching and have a good day.